Hi guys, welcome to Write in Wednesday. Look at this, 2 vlogs in a row. I'm kind of excited, but let me tell you, the only reason that I'm getting the second vlog done is because my husband is homesick, and instead of like taking care of him like a normal wife would or having any kind of sympathy at all, I was like, can you watch the kids? I know you don't feel well. Can you watch the kids? Because that way I get to do a vlog and kind of exciting. I'm also trying a standing up position. I need like a good background. I don't have one in my house. I mean, I kind of do downstairs, but that's where everyone hangs out. So it's kind of hard to like do a vlog when I don't want anyone else to hear me, especially my husband. Sick or not, he would never let me hear the end of this. So, and I'm wiggly. Like, I'm a wiggly person, so I don't stand still very well or sit still. So I apologize in advance for all my wiggles. Anyways, I'm excited to write in Wednesday because I haven't done one in forever, and it seems like the easiest way for me to answer questions. I mean, I could write them, but I never am good at responding. I have like 30 messages to get back to from the last 2 weeks, and someone had posted on my blog today a question, and they were like, do you ever answer your blog questions? And the answer is no, I don't ever answer my blog questions, but only because I don't know how. Like on my blogger, I can't respond to individual questions. I can just respond at the very end, like I can comment like anyone else. And I'm sure there's a way to do that. Like I know there's a way to respond to individual questions, but I don't know how to do it. So I am like the least tech savvy person you will ever meet. Like ever. Ever, ever, ever. I have a smartphone, but honestly, I would be happy with a flip phone. Like all I need to do is text. I don't need anything else. Except now my phone does control the TV, and since I can't figure out the TV controllers, like my phone is actually easier for me to use than the remotes. Like that's how bad it is, because my TV or my phone remote has like 3 buttons, like on, off, and volume, and to change the channel. So anyways, those are not actual legitimate questions for me to answer. That's just me rambling, because I'm really good at rambling. Top 5 skills in life. Anyways, I'll get to the questions. They were good ones. You guys had some good ones right away. Like I only gave you an hour to come up with them. So thanks everybody. And I'll answer this first one. I know I've explained it before, but I just, maybe if I give it to you verbally, it will make more sense. But I've gotten several questions like, where's the Relentless Warrior? Why isn't it out yet? Why are you working on other projects when you have the Relentless Warrior due? And the truth is that, hold on, I have a visitor. You need to come say hi. You need to be quiet. Sorry. The truth is that, hold on. You gonna do this with me?
Yeah.
So I guess the sick husband doesn't work. This is Striker. Say hi. He needs a haircut. Don't judge me. I'm not allowed to cut my own kid's hair for good reason. Anyways, the Relentless Warrior is not out. Not because of Love and Decay, not because of Sunburst. Not for any other reason then I am not happy with it so far. And I know that some writers can just like give themselves a deadline and they meet it no matter what, and they can make a story theirs no matter what, but I am not like that. The story is actually half written, a little more than half written. And you want to wear my necklace? Here, wear this. Yeah. And it's more than half written, but I hate it. Like, I hate it. And I think the problem is that Jericho is probably my favorite character of all time, which isn't fair to my other characters. I know. But He is, and so I thought it would be the opposite. I thought it would be easy to write his story because I care about him so much. And I'm finding that the opposite is true, that I feel like I'm not giving him justice. Like I wrote his love interest and then I hated her. And I'm like, if I hate her, then nobody else is going to like her. So, I'm starting over from the beginning, and I don't think it'll take me as long to get, because there is some good stuff there, but the overall tone of the story I'm just not happy with. And and I wouldn't give you something that I'm not proud of. And I said the same thing with Sunburst, and I hate that it's not the same problem, but similar problems happen with both books, because I've never had issues like that before. I've always been very, like it's always been very easy for me to continue a story. And that's you. You have to be quiet or I'm going to put you out of the room. And so it's been a struggle. These two books have been a huge struggle for me. But I want you to have the best story that there is, and I don't want it to be forced. So anyway, I am rewriting it. Not necessarily for me. I mean, I don't think I'd publish something that I'm not 100% proud of. But mostly for you, so that you have a chance to love Jericho and who he falls in love with. And yeah, I hope that explains it. I know that it's frustrating, and this was never my intention, obviously. I'm late with everything, but never, usually I'm not this late. So, but I mean, Sunburst, I feel like that was definitely worth the wait. I feel like that book came out a million times better than if I would have written it even 2 months earlier than I did. So I'm hoping the same is true for The Relentless Warrior and Jericho, and I'm doing it. I also decided to do it. Jericho. You love Jericho? Yeah. Oh, good. I'm also hoping that Olivia turns out better than she is. I decided to do dual point of view so that, because you don't know her, like you knew Amelia from the previous books, or you have to leave. You knew Amelia, so that wasn't as big of a jump for Adeline and Amelia to get together. But you don't know anything about Olivia. She's brand new, and so I feel like her perspective is really important to the story. I've never done dual point of view before. Although, I've done both boy and girl perspectives. So I'm hoping that it's not like super hard. I just have to figure out how it goes and how to tell a story that way. But anyways, I'm hoping the end of this month, like probably the very end of this month, but it should be out soon. What? I'm sorry, this was not intentional. And I would go find somewhere to put him, but we have to leave in a little bit, so I don't have time to redo this. Anyway, then you have to be quiet. This is also why I don't get any work done, this right here. But I write so that I can work from home. That's the whole point. So these are my blessings. Yeah, right here. Yeah, it landed right there. Okay, so next question is, are you dead set on the number of Star-Crossed series books? And have I ever considered publishing them in a bookstore? I am not dead set on the number. I was at the end of Endless, but then, if anything, the Reluctant King told me that there's more in this world that I can tell of the story. And so I will finish this round at The Redeemable Prince, which will be Sebastian's story. And then I will decide from there if there's anything else. There are definitely more characters I want to tell. I'd love to do a novella from Lily and Talbot's perspective. You have to be quiet. You have to be. Or you have to go bye-bye. Yeah. And then I have, since probably Hopeless Magic, I had decided that I always want to do, or I had always wanted to write a prequel. Excuse me. Where did it go? Down the shirt. a prequel from Delia and Justice's point of view and tell kind of how the Lucan love story happened with Delia and how Justice and Delia escaped the Romanian citadel the first time, and give more of Anne's history and that kind of thing. So I would love to do a prequel. It's just not in any of my plans right now. I have a lot that I want to write outside of the Star-Crossed. So, and I don't want to get into this position again where you're like waiting for a book for months and months and months and I can't give it to you. So, after the fall, I will be slowing down a little bit with my releases, and then, so I don't know when more Star-Crossed would happen. Get it out of your mouth. I don't know when Star-Crossed would happen, but excuse me. Come on, out. I don't know when it would happen, but possibly. I won't say no, but not anything right away. You can't put this in your mouth. And then have I ever considered getting published in a bookstore? I definitely was the plan. Will you stop putting things in your mouth? That was definitely the plan when I published Reckless Magic. It's how Amanda Hawking went about it. It's how a lot of indies have gotten published, is by doing well online and then going from there. But I don't know. I really love the control I have in indie, and I love I don't know. I love indie. Like I started out wanting to get published with a publisher, but I don't know. That dream kind of changed when the indie side of it took off for me. I think probably I would. I don't know. It's hard for me to say. Probably I would sell the Star-Crossed series. I think it's peaked as far as what it will do online. Will I actively pursue that? I don't know. It takes a lot of work to query and to write letters and to get people interested. Go let your brother in. Will you let your brother in?
Yeah.
Thanks. And I don't really have the time. We've talked about, I don't know. We'll see. I've thought about it, definitely. Whether it's something I want to do, I don't know. I like where I'm at. I like what I can do with indie publishing. But yeah, it would be nice to have books in the store. That's not something that I would hate, definitely. So we'll see. We'll see where it goes. Anyways, yeah, that wasn't really an answer. That was just, I don't know. Anyways, the next question is, will we ever find out the horrible stuff that Kane has done? It's been mentioned a few times, and I'm really curious. What has even his sister scared of him? Yes, you will. Kane, there's a lot to Kane. There's a lot more to the whole Love and Decay world. I only have 2 episodes left this season. So a lot of it will be in the following season. So I don't know if you'll find out in the next 2 episodes, but Kane will be around for a while, I guess. So there's more to come. And then she says, will the last Love and Decay in this season be a bit longer? Like TV series will sometimes go from a half-an-hour episode to a full episode. Now both boys are in here, but at least they're playing together and not trying to be held. And they're wrestling, which is the sound you hear. Striker, hey, get away from him. You get to see me in my full mom glory. This is the worst vlog ever. At least my head hasn't spun around yet. But anyways. Okay, so I don't know. Probably, I'm guessing. There's a lot for me to write yet. Like, a lot for me to write. And so probably it will be longer. I don't know how much longer. Like, I haven't planned that out yet. But it will probably be longer. This one will probably be longer too, this Friday. Because the next question is, will Love and Decay end on a cliffhanger? And my goal is no. Like, there will not be insane action in the last couple paragraphs of the book where you're like, wait, what? I am planning to wrap it up somewhat, but it is an ongoing story. And we're taking a 2-month break. So you won't have every question answered. Like, that is impossible because there's a lot more to happen in the story, and I have to leave some loose ends untied. But you will, like I said, like, no one will be like, oh my gosh, they're on their deathbed, we don't know if they're going to live or die. Like, there won't be any of that, but it won't be perfectly tied up for you. That's impossible for me. If that makes sense. And then the last question is, oh gosh, it just came in, and so I'm just reading this now. Who would play you if you had to make a movie of your life? It's funny because my life is very uneventful. So there's that scene in what's that movie about Jane Austen? It's like Becoming Jane or something. Anne Hathaway played it. Is that right? And she has this like idol that's an author. And so they're in London, and James McAvoy takes her to go meet her idol, and she's so excited. And then it's this total recluse of a woman who's like never out in society, and she asks Jane all these questions like, what's it like out there? And Jane's entire image of her is just shattered. Like, oh, okay, you're not this exciting, adventurous person. And I think that would be me. I think it would be this big, you'd be like, I feel so disillusioned. Like, this is sad. No, it wouldn't be that bad, but maybe. I don't know. Who would play me? I've been told I look like Kelly Clarkson. I don't know. Can she act? I have no idea. We could say something like Miranda Carr, if she's a model. I don't know if she can act either. I don't know who would play me. I don't know. There aren't any like curly-haired actresses out there, and that is very important. You have to get the hair right. Maybe Carrie Fisher. Is that her name? No, that's Star Wars lady. Who's the Carrie Felicity? But she'd have to curl her hair again, which she portrayed all curly-haired people everywhere when she decided to go straight. I'm a little upset about it. Okay. But maybe her? I don't know. That's a hard question. I guess I've never thought about it. Ever. But I do know who plays Zach. Charlie Day from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. He gets that all the time, that he looks just like Charlie Day. And they kind of act a lot alike. So, yeah. At least I have him cast. Myself is a different story. But anyways, thanks guys for writing in. I hope that answers some questions. And yeah, we'll do this again next week. Keep them coming. Love and Decay comes out this Friday, and I'm going to be releasing more teasers of The Relentless Warrior as it forms into a full-length novel. And I hope you guys are having a good Wednesday. We'll talk later. Bye.